Let's take a look at a couple of ways that we can set up and use sidechaining within Studio Pro 8. Now in our first scenario, I've got just a couple of tracks here, an instrumental and some narration. So let's just go ahead and quickly play back to hear how it is at the moment.
I just feel like you got two heads the way everybody looks at you around here.
Have you ever listened to people from the inside?
So what I'd like to happen is for whenever the people are speaking, for that to trigger a compressor to duck or kind of take down the level of our instrumental, just so the narration can come out a little bit more. And I'm going to go a little bit aggressive with the settings here just so it's very clear what's happening within this tutorial. So first we can come to the console, so just clicking on the button in the bottom right. Now it is the instrumental that we want to affect with our vocal or narration signal. So I'm going to come to the plus in our inserts for the instrumental. I'll just type in COM, there's our compressor highlighted, I'll press enter. And so now if we play back, the compressor's not actually doing anything. We'll see a yellow line coming down when it's actually being activated. And we would take our threshold down to make that happen. But first we need to tell our compressor, hey, pay attention to the signal from our narration channel. Whenever those voices are coming through, we want you to activate and take down the level of our instrumental. So let's come to this button here, and here's our narration track, and I'm going to come to the send header. Just below that, we've got a box here. It may not be visible on your screen, but I'll just click once to select that. We can see that sidechain becomes activated. If this button is turned off, then even though we have a source selected, we're not going to be using that sidechain. So let's again click to be sure that that's active. And now when we play our audio back, the narration should be pushing down our instrumental a bit here.
I just feel like you got two heads the way everybody looks
Okay,
at
we'll
you.
take our threshold down a bit.
Have you ever listened to people from the
Now
inside?
you can see that line coming down. Let's be a bit more aggressive. Take our ratio up.
Listen so close you can hear their thoughts and all their memories.
Okay, so you can clearly hear that. If you want more of a quick attack, you can take the attack down.
Hear them think from places that they don't even know they think from.
But that can sound unnatural. You can
You
just,
saying you can do that?
we'll take that up so it's not so aggressive.
You sure you're okay?
And then we can take our release up if we want the compressor to hold on to it for longer. You can see that yellow line is gradually
Have you ever
going
listened
up
to people from the inside?
when our release is set higher.
Listen so close you can hear their thoughts
Now
and
this
all
is
their
gonna
memories.
sound very unnatural with these quicker settings.
Hear them think from places that they don't even know they think from.
Okay, so that is a look at working with sidechaining, where we've got a situation where we've got an instrumental or some underlying music bed that we like to have kind of ducked down whenever we have narration that is happening. Now let's hop over to a completely different session and take a look at another scenario where we may want to use sidechaining within Studio Pro. So here I've got a kick and a little pad, so let's go ahead and audition this real quick. And I'm sure you're guessing I want that kick to activate compression on our pad here and kind of make that pump along with our kick, duck that down. So let's go ahead and stop playback, and we need the compressor on the pad track. So let's come down to the bottom right, click on the console button to open that up. We'll hover on the border and pull this up a little bit as well. And so here's our kick. We want the compression on our pad, so we'll click on the plus in the insert section. I'll again type in COM. Our compressor is highlighted. I'll press enter. Now, as you can imagine, we're going to come to this same button here where we can come to the send section here. Check this box. Now the signal from our kick is going to be received. Our sidechain button is activated there by our compressor, and we can then affect our pad by using the signal from our kick. So let's go ahead and play back. Now, not too much is happening here, but we can see that yellow line coming down. So let's take the threshold down a bit, and I'm going to make the ratio a bit more aggressive. And again, I'm just going to be really aggressive with this extreme so it's clear what's happening. Now, the attack and release are going to be really important, especially with something a bit more rhythmic going on here, because how we make the adjustments here is going to really change the feel and vibe of what's happening in that pumping sound. So of course, if we take our attack down, then there's going to be a more immediate activation of the compression, and our signal is going to immediately be pulled down. So let's go ahead and play this back, and I'm going to take the attack down. Take the release up, it's going to hold it for longer. You see that. Now if I take the release back down, now we could even come over to the mix and have these aggressive settings, but take our mix and reintroduce some of the dry signal. Take that blend back up, make it more aggressive. Okay, so I'd recommend taking time to get to understand how the attack and release is going to affect the feel and vibe and shape the envelope of our compressor when we're grabbing something like this pad here. Now, a good way to do that is if we come to this button here and click again, and so far we've been putting the check mark in the send section, but if I were to actually put the check mark here on the output of our kick is going to be silenced, and we're only going to hear what it's doing to our pad. And this is going to allow us to really clearly hone in on how we can best adjust these to achieve the feel that we want. So now that our kick is going to be silenced, we're going to hear what it's doing to our compressor coming in as through the side chain, but it's just going to be a bit more clear of what our adjustments are doing here with the attack and release on our signal of the pad. So let's go ahead and play back. If I take the release, it's going to hold on for longer. Okay, we're really just limiting that. Now it's letting it go quicker here. Now we can change the feel with this attack if I take this up. Now that's a bit more lazy and delayed. We can come up to this button again and switch this over to the send to bring our kick back, but still keep that kick signal triggering our compressor. Okay, so this has been a look at setting up Sidechange within Studio Pro 8. If you're interested in speeding up your learning curve by studying Studio Pro directly with me over Zoom, I do provide that, and you can check out the pinned comment below or the description area of this video for more information. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.